See if anybody gets online. I'm pissed. Do we have sound now? What the hell? Every time I fire this thing up, the first time, it doesn't pick up the sound. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I don't know. It pisses me off. All I know that. So we're going to do a few Barber blades. These are old school Barber blades. You don't see these very much. So I thought I'd start from even cleaning the plate. So, and I have no way of telling whether the sound is working when I sign on, unless you guys tell me. Did it come? Did it sound come on? Maybe you have to wait a certain period of time. But I'd signed on a little earlier. I was on at least 1 minute before you guys popped in. I don't know. I can't figure it out. So you guys didn't hear me before. Obviously, I was talking and you couldn't hear me. But I got a guy coming about 11 o'clock for me to do two clippers. I guess it's his own. I don't think he's a barber. I think these are his personal clippers, and they're not detachable. One's a wall and one's a babyless, and he's driving an hour and a half each way for me to do it. And I couldn't find anybody on the west side of Houston. He lives in the Katy area, and he could not find anybody on the west side of Houston to do clipper blades. And I know there's other sharpeners out there, but it's amazing to me that nobody has any online presence whatsoever for their customers to find them. These are guys that don't want their reputation out there. They don't want anybody to be able to rate them one way or another. It's amazing to me. I need to clean my machine bad. All right, I'm going to move the camera again. I want to film disassembly. So I couldn't find my tripod. Do we still have sound? Are we still good? Can you hear me now? Somebody tell me if we got sound. Okay, sounds good. Awesome. All right. So so I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these. This is a 5-0, which is basically a 50 blade. It would be a 50 blade in dog groomer if they use a 50. This is it's hard to see, but that is a 4-0 on there, which is a 40 blade for dog groomers. There is a number 1 blade, and number 1 would be a 10 in a dog grooming blade. So that's a 1A, that'd be a 15. And I'm gonna have to take these to the Scotch-Brite wheel. They're pretty rusty. This is I can't tell. I'd have to look it up. The writing's missing off of it. It says 2 1/4 millimeters, so I think that's a 20 blade. Some of these are odd that dog groomers would not use these, the corresponding blades. So we're going to kind of make this like a training video. Somebody can go back and watch. So we're going to go through everything that I do. We got a little rust on them. So this is a 400 grit 3M radial bristle brush wheel. For all people watching, I hope y'all hit that thumbs up button. The live streams have died for my channel. YouTube is not pushing them out any longer. And that was where I was getting most of my new subscribers. It is what it is. I'm going to keep moving forward with the channel whether anybody watches or not. Woo, that got hot. I put a little bit too much pressure on that one. This one's not bad. We're ready to go back over there and sharpen. It is freaking hot. It's already 89 degrees in the shop. 72% humidity. I walked with the dogs this morning about 5:30, and oh man, that is a shot. I got to get a new blade there. So we're going to replace this one. All right, let's do some sharpening. Still with me? Still hear me? All right, so this is still a fresh charging. So before I actually sharpen my first blade, I call this my burner blade. All I want to do is spread that grit, and I'll get a feel of it in a minute here. There it is. There's where I want my plate. Feels nice and smooth. So. All right, let's do our first one here. And I'm back to using my old magnets. Boy, that's a bad grind from the factory. I'm leaving it. Looks good. I'm going to use the rub block. I'm not going to change the camera because I'll mess it up. So just know that I'm doing I'm checking on the rub block. Both of those are within tolerances of what I'm looking for on the rub block. Ooh, that's got a nice spark pattern. Looks nice. So where you're going to make your mistake on clipper blades is either landing on the plate or lifting off the plate. And I know that 10 strokes with my downward pressure will take between 1,000 and 2,000ths of an inch off of the blade and the cutter when I put it on there. Within six blades on one charge. Hope that makes sense. Jeff, are you at the shop or the fire station today? All right, I got some shadows on the teeth here, right there. So I need to take a little bit more material off. That looks good. Let me check the rub block. Looks real good on the rub block. Cody. Welcome to the circus. Rub blocks are all looking good. All right, last comb we're gonna sharpen. We're gonna put a brand new blade on this one. Back to the rub block. Oh, we got a nice one. All right, so we can shut this down now. Turn the light back on. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You can see how jacked up that is. We've got a broken tooth there. It's ground right there and a broken tooth there. So I'm just going to chunk this in the garbage. And we'll pull one out of our box here in a minute. Still got sound? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? There's a brand new blade. I got stuff all mixed up here. I just knocked the camera out of the way. I got too many tools up here. Too much junk. All right, I think we got it. We don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Put all the tools in their place. I don't know how I'm going to test this 50 blade. Guess I'll shave the hair on my arm. Talk about zero out. I need to clean my bench again. Maybe on Monday I'll do another deep cleaning of the machine. I need to replace the plate. I got a fresh plate back from the Edge Pro. It's a 14-inch plate. This is a 16. So I'm at 1,000 blades on there, or close to it. I'm at 983. So pretty soon I'm going to have to do it. I may just get it good and dirty. Since I'm going to change plates ultimately pretty soon anyway. Probably after this weekend. I got a bunch of blades coming in tonight and tomorrow from dog groomers. So I already tested all of them on the rub block. I was testing as I was sharpening. Some guys test it as they're sharpening, and then some guys test after sharpening and then resharpen if they need to. And some guys don't test at all. What do we got going on here? Yeah, Jeff, that's how you tested that 50 blade? Oh man, it is hot out here already. My dog plopped down right in front of the fan over there. She ain't stupid. I can't believe that lined up perfect. Sometimes you get lucky. All of them have good spring tension. New blade, so we don't need to do anything with that one. A little crooked on that one. Sorry, I can't see the camera. What's going on, guys? 8 people watching. Kind of a bummer, but I appreciate the guys that are watching out there, the folks. It does help my little channel. All right, we got tension. See the dog? Right in front of the fan. She is just plopped down there. All right, let's do some testing. I need to change my drive out in this. Oh, perfect. Not biting or anything. And I'm just going to use test string on these. Maybe I'll try rabbit fur. Oh man, look at that. That cut wickedly well. All right, I think we need to adjust the socket on this one. Let's get out our socket tool if I can find it. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how much play is in that socket. So you got to adjust that if that's making that kind of noise like that. Should be quieter now. Not much, is it? A little bit better. Better than it was. Watch it pop that string. Yep, pop it. That tells me that it's sharp. It's better to be lucky than good. See, that's nice and quiet. I just took a second. That first first little pass, it didn't pop the string. If you give it a minute or two, those two pieces of metal will seat together. All right, so far so good. Oh, that pops really nice. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it pops that curve, that string. There we go. Pretty happy with this so far. Cutting it, this is just really big. So, the rabbit clipper's not long enough to cut this one, but it's cutting. Awesome. Get out our little bags. Because it is so humid in Texas, I'm going to keep them in the bags. Actually, I got to take a picture of them because I always keep a record of what I sharpen for everybody, and I've never sharpened for this person. So I create a file with what I sharpened for them the first time. Does that make sense? Just keep a record of who you sharpened for. And when you sharpen for them. The barber guy will go, hey, when did I bring those to you last? And if I don't make note of it, I won't remember it. Because I write handwritten receipts, and I'd have to go through receipts to find it. But with the photos, and I'll attach the photo to his telephone number with the date, and I'll know exactly when I sharpened them and have it on the computer. Hey guys, appreciate it. Yeah, you got to keep, tabs of everybody. I don't know if it does any good or not. We'll see. But you can store the pictures on your phone. Now I got this new phone, so it all goes to Google, the Google Photos with the date. And I can actually put the guy's name in the photos too, notes in the photos. So anyway, all right guys, that's it for me for now. Hope you all have a good day wherever you're at. Appreciate you always watching and keeping me motivated. It does help, I'll tell you. Have a good day. Y'all stay cool wherever you're at. Take care.